Today um I have a few things I want to work on. Like I said, I've been trying to uh work my way strategically, meaning I'm trying to plan like step by step things that I want to do without just rushing into it because it's a very big world and it's very easy to get caught up in doing different things and trying to, I'm trying to identify things in myself that uh I don't know how to phrase it. More like I'm trying to be very observant of how I do things and how I approach things. Things might be very shiny and interesting, but if you just go dive into it, you forget that you have something that you haven't actually complete. I'm just trying to be more observant and more conscious of how I tinker. For example, I have a lot of things I want to do, as you can see, and then I could just say, okay, I'm gonna stop doing this and go ahead and put this there, even though I'm not done with this. It's very wrong, and I'm trying to avoid that. So today I want to configure my scratch pad. Um, there's some keys that I do forget, and sometimes I want to remember them. And for a while now, I've been looking for a way to just, like have a keybind that basically just gives me like a scratch pad of like all my keys, so I don't have to try and remember them. So if I need like a key for probably like converting this full page to like a center, something like this, or something like this. Uh, yeah, I I just need like a keybind to that I could toggle that would show me these keys and I'll be able to use them. Anyways, let's get to it. So I have been going on Reddit trying to see how I could do it. Initially, I got this idea from someone called uh, what's the name of this guy? I forgot. Zane OS. He was the actual first guy that I used his Flex, like his Nix config, and he has this drop-down menu that show you like the keys. And ever since then, I've been wanting to have one myself. I tried different ways actually. Let me show you. Um, if I go to my .config and on my iPod, oh, what's going on? So keybind. As you can see, I have this like keybinds. Just because I want to try and replicate this particular scratch pad, right? So when I click on the key, it would show me like all the necessary keybinds for different things, so I don't have to, crack my brain about it. But like I said, I wasn't successful for some reason. They don't come out the way I expect them to, and some of them just had to like start up a new process. So I just don't like the way they were being formatted. I know it's skid issues because I don't really know much about how it's been done, uh, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Something similar. Uh, so what I had a iPadland.conf file, keybind. So this was it before. So when I click on the uh, super key and B, it would show me like my keybind. Let me see if I can uncomment this. But it looks like there've been issues with iPalant for a while now, so I'm just not gonna, yeah, just gonna leave it alone. But yeah, what it's meant to do is just give me like a drop down with all my keybinds, like this one's. So I found this guy on Reddit. He has the same thing I'm looking for. Let me do this. So look at it. So when you click on a specific key, it would give you like all this stuff. Like you'll be able to see all your keys. Like, okay, so this is for Q terminal, this is for active window, this is for exit, this is for file manager. So this way you don't really have to stress yourself about kind of like going back to your configuration to remember like a certain keybind that you used 10 years ago, which is very good, I think. So yeah, that's what I want to do, and I have been checking this configuration to see if I could steal from it, if that makes sense. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be stealing a configuration to improve productivity, not to sound too, another word, like a thief. It's for productive reason. Okay, should be an iPalant. So there is a keybind.sh file, this one, and yeah, I guess this is where all the stuff were defined. Yep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to kind of like create the same thing. I'm just gonna do what am I gonna do? Let's just do keybind .sh keybinding. I like keybinds better. Okay. I have a different way that I write my keybinds. Yeah. Oh my god, Vim. Good. Balkans, Wayland. Grab Profi, Northern. PQ Profi. Let's see what this does. So backend is Wayland, because we're using iPalant. It checks if I think it checks if Rofi is not present, and if Rofi is not present, or if Rofi is present, it kills Rofi. Rofi is something like this, a app launcher, I guess. So he's checking if Rofi is present, and if Rofi is not present, it kills Rofi. I don't know what this does, so I need to find out. Sets the width and the height, and the maximum width and maximum height. Also percentage width and the dynamic width and height. This basically sets in the right dimensions for the configuration, for the keybind. Sorry. And then I'll pass it in the uh, calculated width and height, making sure that the keybind is centered when toggled, and we give it a title for key binding, no button list. Okay, we have two columns. We have the column for the key and the column for the description, and that's mainly it. So let's yank this. We're just gonna do that. Good. Okay, let's just assume that we are. I need to change this to Nix because I don't use Arch. And okay. So what I want to do is I want to have like a section for NeoVim keybinds and a section for like the general keybinds like this one, because I don't really know much about NeoVim actually, and there are some keys that I really do love about NeoVim, like some custom, not really custom, they're called something mode, I can't remember, like when you do CW, when you do CIW, it deletes the word in semicolon, it deletes a single word. And when you do like DIW, kind of like the same thing. So I need to be able to like have the keybinds for those particular things because they're cool. And yeah. So first we're gonna test this if it's gonna work, and if not, we would see. We would have to Gmod this first. It's called. Before this, let's make sure that we rename this to keybinds. Good. Now let's Gmod keybinds .sh. So let's launch that. Command not found. Line 28. Okay, let's see. Line 28. 28. Backend yard. It says yard not found. I guess would I have to download yard? Let's see. And it's search yard. Is yard a package? Yard is a package. Okay, let's understand what yard is. Let's try and go into yard. See if we could understand what it means. Let's get this. What are you, yard? I do not accept. Okay, yard is like a yet another dialog. So it's like a dialog box for create graphical dialog from shell script. Okay. It's needed to create like a graphical dialog box for shell script. So I guess I need to download yard. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into my flake and we're gonna let's see, CLI. Recently I moved my CLI configurations from my home config to my to a module so I could share them between different hosts. So we're gonna be going to that one. Then what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be parsing in yard. Let's just do this yard. Let's not pass it in here. Let's pass it in should I say NeoVim? Let's put it under here. Let's just say keybind dependencies. Okay, just to get it. Nice. That's good. So then I could identify what it's been used for. All right. So let's do sudo nix attribute switch. What else does it need apart from yard? What could it possibly need again? Hyperctl, we have hyperctl. JQ, I think we have JQ. JQ. Yep, we have JQ. I still need to change all this to Nix icon. Then maybe fix some of the commands because we don't have the same command. My up menu is super S, not super A, and some other things that I'm not using. Toggle split window, super J. No, I don't think I'm using that. With yard, good. I have yard now. Let's see, yard. Let's do man yard. Display GTK dialog from shell scripts or command line. I guess this is what it uses to like get that particular display. Where is it? To get. So what it uses to get these display. Where is it? This one. So while I was trying to do this, then I tried to make use of NeoVim actually to display these keybinds that I have, but it just wasn't looking too good. It was more of like me launching another NeoVim instance just to view a keybind. I wasn't really too satisfied with it. Then I tried to use Qt instead, so like a new terminal would get launched and then the keybinds would like show up on the terminal instead. While this was actually good, but it wasn't too. It just felt wrong. It's a terminal. Why forcefully display keybinds on the terminal that should be used to perform certain tasks, right? So I stopped using it. I wanted a way to kind of like get this thing in some way without having to make use of another application that is primarily not supposed to be used for that kind of use case, right? So I guess what this guy is doing is this is a separate, which is probably what I didn't think of, or maybe I didn't even research to that extent because I didn't know really how to make it work. But this is a different. This is a different application specifically for displaying a dialog box. So this is going to be a dialog box, but with the right contents that it's meant to actually contain. So this is the perfect use case of this package. So good. Now we have yard. Let's launch again. Good. You see that? Now we have the right keys. I think this is yard actually. Let me try and find out. Let's do this. Let's do IPOR CTL client, and we have a window which is currently opened named keybind, and the window is currently not floating, which I'm going to make it floating, and class means yard. So currently yard is running on my system, and yard is displaying the keybinds that I want it to display, which means that this is yard. So now what we're gonna do is, using hyperland, we want to be able to resize yard, make yard transparent so it doesn't actually launch as an application and then take the entire space. we want yard to be centered right in the middle, and just like this. And we want yard to be transparent, so then we could actually see what we're working on while trying to see the keybinds, which I think is very good. So instead of making use of like key instead we will just use yard. Let's try and do that. So we're gonna queue yard, and we are going to try and use hyperland for the resizing and the transparency and all that stuff, all that cute stuff. So let's go. Hyperland.conf. Actually, let's put this over here. We would need to see how it's been done. Hyperland.conf. What's the name? Yard. Alright, so we don't have yard in here. Keybinds. Key binding. Right. Let's see. Alright, so Ctrl K exec ohms .config // keybind. Good. But then how does it make it float? Okay. Window rule with the title keybind. Okay. This particular configuration tries to center the window. Each time that we click on Ctrl K, it tries to it deploys the yard, the keybinds, and then make sure it's in the center of the screen. But then I'm looking for a float. We're trying to see, we should be a float. I don't know yet, but should be a float. Before that, let's work with what we have. Where should I put it? Let me put it in here. Keybinds. Should I call it scratchpad? Or should I just call it yard? Good. Window rule. We want to make sure that yard is window 2 equals to center, and title would be it's the not selected well. I think that's the name for mine, keybinds. Window rule 2 does not exist. Oh yeah, I made a mistake. It's a version 2. And then we need to set up a keybind for it for the execution of the keybind.sh. Wait, where should we do that? I need to clean this up. It's not looking good. I'm just gonna put it right there. You was putting a toggle floating. No, no, no. Um, what is it using for it though? Super K. That's so weird. Super keybind. That would kill. That's what I use for like killing packages. That wouldn't. Super K. No. Let me do. Oh, yep. Basic terminal. Should I use Super P? Yep, I could use Super P. So just gonna do. Good. I'm looking for like. Because I didn't see floating, right? Because even though we make this center, like does that mean it's going to float automatically or not? There should be a keybind to specifically float. Found it. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And I kind of like the new way is writing the classes for these applications. It's like you have a array of two separate characters, and if it's either Y or Y in the class type2, it would execute. I think this is very good. Mine is just like it doesn't really check for like capital or small. That could be why some of my packages don't work. That's a very good thing to do. So where should I put it? God, my config is so not clean. Um, okay. Before fixing window immediate. Don't know. Don't care. Trying to do some cleaning up. Let me just do something like this. Good. I don't know what that is. Let's do mode P. Good. So our keybind is working. We could get the keybind to work. Nice. So now let me uncomment this. That should fix the. Good. It's working. What I want to do now is I want to set a transparency for it. So opacity. Let's look for yard again. It's like we don't have yard in here. Firefox, what's up? Wi-Fi. We don't have the floating. Sorry, we don't have the opacity for yard. So I think I might just do that myself. Alright, good. I'm just gonna do that myself. Let's just set yard. Let's give it 0.80 and just say class is let's get this. Good. Look at that. We have yard and it's floating just as we want it to. It's queue yard. So there's one more thing. Each time we launch yard, it comes on. But what if we want to? We don't use any yard, and we want to make sure that yard does not stay. Or does not launch a new instance every time we launch it. We don't want that. So let's see how can we fix that. In some ways, I want to know if he is actually considering because each time you do like mode K, yard comes out, right? And then what if we don't want it to stay for long, right? Once we're not like once we're done with yard, we could just do exit and then just like exit, right? I mean, there's obviously things that we could do, but I don't want to do that every time. Like, let's say we launch yard now, right? There we have yard, and we don't need yard anymore, right? We could just do with S. That would make sure that yard is in like a special workspace, and then with a special workspace, I can toggle on and off if I want to, like that, right? But I mean, we could do this, but then that's like an extra steps. But all we could just have another keybind that toggles the add off. But then that would be what's the word? That would also be I'd have to remember the keybind for that too. I mean, not until I get used to it. But then that means I'm sacrificing like another letter for that I could possibly need in the future, right? So I don't want to do that too. This feels like a good option, but what if we could just exit, and then when we exit, it would when we click on exit or escape, it would just take it away, and then we can bring it back again with the keybind. Uh, let's see. Let's queue this again. Let's bring it back. Oh, look at that! We could actually do this. Once you click on exit, it takes it off. Let me put my mouse key over here. Let me try this. Oh, interesting. I guess I didn't fully check out the keybind.sh. I think that should have contained the let's see, exit. What's this? It did not. Well, that's interesting. Oh, that's it. We have our keybind. So what I need to do now is to fix the keys and put the right keys that belong to me in there. I can do this with AI actually. Let's see, ChatGPT. Good, thank you for that. Let's get that. Let's just do. Interesting. If we do Gmod, good. Interesting. Now we have what we need. No. Enter. I'm not using this. Terminal is Q. Q terminal is then K. Oh, sorry. Exit. What does it mean exit? Exit what? Exit. Oh, like if you want to exit Hyperland. File manager. I don't have this for now. I have just say unavailable. Good. We could just do. Could just do that. Toggle floating, it'd be Control Shift V. I think I need to fix that because Control Shift so weird. I don't know why it keeps saying that. Full screen is Control F. Let's see. Good. Toggle floating. How am I doing? I'm so bad at knowing. V, and then H. Nice. And then B, A, F. Nice. B, I, oh. B, A. Nice. What the toggle split? Am I really using this once? They're not really working actually. I'm not really using them, but I'm just gonna keep them. Alright, nice. Okay, something is wrong with my keybind. My keybind stops. Yeah. Because I added an extra space. I don't like why that is that way. Good. Good. Come on. I think it's because I forgot to hard. What's that? Looks like I might need to delete this. Good. What's going on?